Hey Blender fans, in the previous video we had a lot of comments, which is great, and I thought it would be interesting for you guys if I come up with a new comparison in which I use subsurface modeling. Again, we are creating a simple hard surface model, and again I use two approaches. So let's get started. Here's the first one. I add a cylinder with 32 vertices and the cap fill type I set to triangle fan. Then I go to edit mode and add some edge loops by pressing Ctrl and R. Then I select the one in the middle and press S to scale it down. Okay, that's our basic shape. Now select all the edge loops and then I press Ctrl and B to add some small bevels to these edge loops. The amount of the bevel I set to .015. I want to define a number here that we can use in the second approach as well. Okay, then I go to object mode again and apply smooth shading for this model. Alright, and this was the first method. A very simple object is created, and now I use a different method to create a very similar object but not the same. Again, I start with a cylinder, but this time I set the vertices to 8. This will be subsurface modeling. This means we start with less polygons because they will be subdivided. As in the previous method, I add edge loops. Then I bring this object to this position so that I can compare it to the first one. I scale down the edge loop in the middle. After that, I select these edge loops and then I add bevels to them with the same amount as for the first object. Okay, then I switch again to object mode and turn the shading to smooth. And after that, I go to the modifiers tab and add a subdivision surface modifier. The short term is subsurf modifier. For the subdivisions, I use 2, and now we have an amount of details that is about the same as we have for the first mesh. The model is smaller because of the subdivision. You see this here in edit mode. So I scale this up a bit to get two models of about the same size. Okay, now to compare the topology of both objects, we have to apply the subsurf modifier, because after applying the real geometry is created. I press apply. Then I go to edit mode and here you can see the resulting geometry. It consists of quads which are evenly distributed over the mesh, but we have many polygons. We have about 4000 triangles and 2000 faces. Now let's select the other mesh and see the topology. We have quads and triangles which are not that evenly distributed as for the other object. But we have less polygons. We have 960 triangles and 512 faces. Both objects seem to render nicely, and again I don't want to say which method is the better one. As always, it depends on the use case and we can discuss this using the comments below. I hope you like these modeling videos. If you do, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can support me by being my patron. This would be really nice. Thanks a lot guys for watching this. Thanks for your support and I'll see you on JNM.